Yellowstone fans are still fuming after waste of Jamie Dutton in final season. Yellowstone fans were furious as Jamie Dutton took a backseat in the final episodes of the latest season. Fans had anticipated that following the death of the family's patriarch, John Dutton, the rest of the season would focus on Jamie, especially given his conflict with his sister Beth. Instead, Jamie tried to take himself away from any wrongdoing linked to Sarah Atwood, but in a huge twist, Beth confronted him at his home armed with a tire iron and bear spray. This confrontation led to Jamie being killed in a fierce fight. Disgruntled Yellowstone viewers have since taken to social media to voice their anger over Jamie's lack of screen time, saying actor Wes Bentley deserved so much better. One admirer posted on Reddit, "He's a terrific actor. Did what he could with the role." Another fan remarked, "Yeah, what a waste of talent in the last 2 seasons." Echoing this sentiment, another said, "Wes is a fantastic actor who deserved so much better than the storylines they gave Jamie in this show." Meanwhile, another viewer noted, "Before Yellowstone, I always viewed Wes Bentley mostly for his role in American Beauty, but this is easily his #1 role now." Wes' portrayal of complex characters has garnered a dedicated fan base, with a viewer expressing, "I always liked Wes Bentley as an actor, but I absolutely love him now. He made Jamie someone I could root for despite serious flaws and bad deeds." The fan further added, "He's done it with other characters too, but it was something else with Jamie. I can't wait to see what he does next." Wes is known for his work in hits like Yellowstone, American Beauty, The Hunger Games, Interstellar, and American Horror Story. He currently doesn't have any new projects on the horizon, while his Yellowstone co-stars gear up for a sequel without him. Yellowstone fans were also furious with the show's final episode, which many said was the worst finale in television history. As fans had expected, Case Dutton sold the ranch to its rightful owners, the Broken Rock Indians. Elsewhere in the episode, Beth and her husband Rip Wheeler bought a new ranch after she killed her brother. The finale caused outrage among viewers, with many flocking to X to share their disappointment. Dumb-ending #Yellowstone #YellowstoneTV. One fan fumed as another blasted, "That was probably the worst final season in television history." One person even suggested the Yellowstone finale was worse than the controversial Game of Thrones ending. It is official. Game of Thrones is no longer the worst final season of any TV show ever. Yellowstone has taken that award. What a disaster of a final season. Yellowstone fans are not known for holding back their opinions, and as the final season of Taylor Sheridan's beloved series edges closer to its conclusion, one name seems to ignite fiery debates: Jamie Dutton. For a show brimming with high-stakes drama, morally complex characters, and sweeping landscapes, the perceived mishandling of Jamie's arc has become a flashpoint for frustration among viewers. Many feel his potential has been squandered in what was supposed to be the series' climactic crescendo. When Yellowstone first premiered, Jamie Dutton, portrayed by Wes Bentley, stood out as one of the most enigmatic characters. The adopted son of John Dutton, Jamie embodied the tension between loyalty to his family and a yearning for his own identity. Early seasons hinted at a Shakespearean tragedy unfolding, with Jamie navigating the treacherous waters of his family's power struggles, political ambitions, and dark secrets. Fans were captivated by his moral ambiguity and the emotional weight Bentley brought to the role. However, as the final season unfolded, it became increasingly clear that Jamie's story was being sidelined in favor of other plotlines. A promising arc left unfulfilled. In the first few seasons, Jamie's internal conflict made him one of Yellowstone's most compelling characters. Torn between his father's ruthless vision for the ranch and his own ambitions, Jamie's choices carried significant narrative weight. His decision to run for Attorney General, his discovery of his adoption, and his subsequent unraveling after learning the truth about his birth family added layers of complexity to his character. Fans couldn't help but sympathize with him, even as he made morally questionable decisions. Yet as the series progressed, Jamie's once prominent role began to diminish. By the final season, his character seemed reduced to a pawn in the Dutton family's broader power struggles. Episodes that should have showcased his strategic cunning or emotional reckoning instead relegated him to the sidelines. Viewers who had hoped for a redemption arc or a climactic showdown between Jamie and John Dutton were left feeling shortchanged. The final season's missteps. One of the most glaring issues with Jamie's arc in the final season is the lack of payoff for long-established storylines. For instance, his fraught relationship with his sister, Beth Dutton, which has been a cornerstone of the series, seemed to stagnate. Their confrontations, once crackling with intensity and raw emotion, became repetitive, with little progression or resolution. Fans were eager to see Jamie either reconcile with Beth or decisively confront her, but instead, their dynamic remained mired in the same cycle of animosity. Another missed opportunity lies in Jamie's political ambitions. Early seasons positioned him as a savvy, if conflicted, player in the world of Montana politics. His bid for Attorney General and his subsequent dealings with powerful figures hinted at a larger role in the Duttons' battle to preserve their land. However, the final season failed to capitalize on this setup. Instead of using Jamie's political acumen to drive the plot forward, the series relegated him to reactionary moves that felt out of character. Perhaps the most frustrating aspect for fans is the lack of agency Jamie has been afforded in the final season. Once portrayed as a character capable of making bold, if flawed, decisions, Jamie now seems adrift, his fate dictated by the whims of other characters. This shift has left many viewers questioning why the show would invest so much in developing Jamie's character, only to render him a peripheral figure in its final act. Fans voice their frustration. The discontent among Yellowstone fans is palpable, with social media and fan forums abuzz with criticism of Jamie's treatment. Jamie had so much potential to be one of the great tragic characters of TV, one fan lamented on Reddit. Instead, they turned him into a plot device for everyone else's stories. Others have expressed disappointment in how Jamie's conflicts with John and Beth have been handled. They've been teasing a showdown between Jamie and John for seasons, another fan noted. But now it feels like they're rushing through it without giving it the depth it deserves. Some have even speculated that external factors, such as the show's accelerated timeline due to Kevin Costner's departure, may have contributed to the uneven handling of Jamie's arc. While these theories remain unconfirmed, they underscore the sense of missed potential that many viewers feel. A glimmer of redemption. Despite the widespread frustration, some fans remain hopeful that Jamie's story could still deliver a satisfying conclusion. With a few episodes left, there is still time for the series to address lingering questions and give Jamie the resolution he deserves. Will he finally confront John and carve out his own path? Can he reconcile with Beth, or is their relationship doomed to end in tragedy? And perhaps most intriguingly, will Jamie's role in the Dutton legacy be one of preservation or destruction? To achieve this, the show would need to refocus on Jamie's internal conflict and grant him the agency he has been lacking. A final act that allows Jamie to take decisive action, whether in defiance of or allegiance to the Dutton family, could go a long way in redeeming his character and satisfying fans. Lessons for future storytelling. The outcry over Jamie's arc in Yellowstone's final season offers valuable lessons for writers and showrunners. One of the series' greatest strengths has been its ability to create rich, multi-dimensional characters. But this strength can become a liability when those characters are sidelined or their arcs left unresolved. Fans invest in characters like Jamie because they see elements of their own struggles and aspirations reflected in them. To neglect such characters in service of other plotlines risks alienating the audience and undermining the story's emotional impact. As Yellowstone prepares to ride off into the sunset, the legacy of Jamie Dutton remains a contentious topic. For some, he will always represent one of the show's greatest what-ifs, a character brimming with potential, left unfulfilled. For others, the hope remains that Jamie's story will find its footing in the series' final moments, delivering the emotional resonance and narrative payoff that fans have been longing for. In the end, whether Jamie's arc is remembered as a triumph or a disappointment may depend on how the remaining episodes play out. But one thing is certain. The debates surrounding his character underscore the passion and investment Yellowstone has inspired in its fans. And in the world of television, few legacies are more enduring than that.